just focusing into the feeling in your body when you remember listening to that channeling there. So you felt you were part of that, the spiritual entourage going into the tomb with the pharaoh.
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And where in your body are you feeling that? What's coming up for you? What's the reaction for you?
Fear.
Yeah.
Absolute fear.
All right.
Trembling
fear. All right.
fear.
So what I want you to do now is you, right here now, Libby, is stepping into that tomb, knowing that you can step out of it again because you're here in the present, and you are going to take a light with you, and you're going to go over to her.
Torch.
Yeah, a torch, good. Yeah, because that won't blow out. It's got plenty of batteries too.
Plenty of battery backup.
And you're going into that tomb to let that former you, who's in fear, know that you're her from the future and that you're here to help her. And that you understand more than anyone else what she's feeling right now. And all that fear, you want to assure her that she'll be okay and you're there to help her. And that this isn't the end, but you want to take away all that fear. So I want you to just start tapping on her and just move through the body tapping and imagining that you're tapping on her. So tapping on her for everything that she's feeling in her body, that fear and that shaking, and letting her know that she's okay. Right? And that you're there with her. And give her the special ability to connect with her higher self. And also with her guides. So just keep going through the points. While you're seeing her, you're helping her to connect with her higher self and her guides. It's your higher self as well. Just keep tapping through the points as you go. Tapping on her and allowing her whatever you intuitively want to tell her so that she feels at peace. And let her know that she can walk through this fear. So keep tapping. That you're here to show her that life goes on. And that she can step through that life. That you'll be there for her to allow her to go through that peacefully. So while you're tapping on her, releasing all her fear, all her shaking, connecting her with her higher self and her guides. And see her pass through, even when she hears all the sounds of the sand and the doors shutting, knowing that there's no escape. Let her know that this is just something for her to step through and allow her to pass through into spirit. Peacefully, quietly, and then see her going up as she's connecting with her whole soul. And she connects then with her wisdom and her higher knowledge, her guides. And allow her to get the higher learning and the higher lesson from it all. Without the fear, without the drama. So what's the higher learning and lesson?
So the higher learning and lesson is partly to trust in the process, to trust that this is what was agreed to. It's also because there's an element of things are an element of hope that was snatched away, and it feels like broken promises. So while this was an expectation, there was also, it wasn't supposed to happen right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there are all sorts of things that were supposed to be happening now, not this.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of unfinished business.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Unfinished business.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that I care for,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's concern, how are those people going to manage?
Mm-hmm. So letting her know that they have made those decisions as well and co-created that departure, that early unexpected departure, so that they'd have their own learning as well. That it was all part of the plan, even though while they were in human form, it was unexpected. So those ones that are left behind that you're worried about, maybe you can tap on their human forms for all their fears, all the unfinished business. And help them connect with their higher selves and their guides, so that they're on their journey as well. Letting them know that that's their window of opportunity that they created. Tapping on them, and maybe even paying them a visit and letting them know that you are that soul from the future.
There's a lot of distraction.
Mm-hmm.
There's distraction
Mm-hmm.
from keeping the focus,
Mm-hmm.
because there are screams.
The screams. Mm-hmm.
There are wails of, as in wailing
Mm-hmm.
screams.
Mm-hmm.
There's the shriek of fear and.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So tap away as you hear those shrieks and those wails, and bring in your guides and connect with that, knowing that they're holding you, and allow you to just dissolve the sounds of that wailing and the screams. Keep tapping here. And allow you, with all your wisdom now, and your higher self and your guides, to send you peace. Is there a colour?
Purple.
Purple. So bringing that purple colour, breathe it in, and hold on to it. And bring that purple colour all around them. Breathing it in. Dissolving all the fear, all the distractions, all the wailing, all the screams. Keep tapping, releasing it from all their energy, allowing their ears to release it as well.
Throats.
And their throats, yeah.
And their throats.
Mm-hmm. Breathe in that purple smell, colour and energy. Dissolving it from their ears and their throats, all that fear, all those screams, dissolving it, letting them know that they're okay. Dissolving and letting it go. Holding on to that purple, send them another purple. Breathing that one in, sending it to their throat. Allowing them to feel peace. Allowing them to remember it's part of the plan. Feeling their soul connections. So how's that feeling for them? Keep tapping. Mm-hmm. How's their throats? What's there for them? It's all dissolving up.
Spiraling up.
Yep, good. Spiraling up and out. Dissolving away. So there's just a pure connection with spirit and soul. Higher selves, higher meaning, higher purpose. So now they can connect with their higher self and their guides without the distraction, without the fear, without the overwhelm, without the pain. Yep. Dissolving
heart pain.
Dissolving the heart pain. Dissolving all the heart pain. Is there any other colour they need to dissolve the heart pain? Orange is to dissolve the trauma of it all. So sending them lots of orange. And hold on to the orange. Keep tapping as you breathe in the orange and send that to where it is that they need it. It's dissolving that heart pain. Dissolving it out of their heart. Allowing them to connect with higher self and their guides as it dissolves away. Dissolving all the trauma, all the heartache, all the distractions. Allowing them to connect with their guides. Their guides are there waiting, wanting to connect as we dissolve all the heart trauma. Good. Tapping on them all. All the guides can help to tap on them so that they can see the higher learning and the higher purpose. Dissolving the trauma. How's that feeling now?
Look, that's now I'm instructing them all. All the guides, all the current me's for each individual to tap.
Good. You're having group tapping.
We have group tapping.
Excellent. So keep tapping until it's dissolving all through. There's so much more power in the group tapping as well. Do they need any other colour? Yellow. Yellow dissolves the remaining fear. Onto the yellow now as well. That dissolves any remaining fear and confusion. Good. How are they all going now? Lightness, yeah. So just ask your higher self, what's the learning that you want to leave them with?
Peace.
Peace. And what colour's peace?
What? When there's a sense of abandonment in life, whatever it might be, and there's a sense that it doesn't make sense, it's not right. To step aside for a moment. Step aside from the humanness. To look at the higher purpose. When you're able to release the trauma, the sadness,
The pain,
and all the pain, the whys, It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes.
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt the energy of the white dove.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I feel right now
Mm-hmm.
is it's like a white dove
Mm-hmm.
that's releasing from everyone's hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And this white dove is a spiritual white dove. There's no containment, there's no physical containment.
Mm-hmm.
This white dove surpasses all of that. If you're able to step into the energy of the white dove, you can surpass all the abandonment, the fear restrictions, fear being the opposite of the love vibration.
Mm-hmm.
The dove allows you to move past the physical and fly up into the highest element of self.
Mm-hmm. So allow them to soak that message in with the beautiful white light, energy and smell. The colour that you're holding is a white dragon. And it's especially for grief and loss. Good. So how are you? Leave them with that colour and that love and that higher energy. And then bring that forward into your life as well, into your soul, in every part of your DNA, magnetically imprinted. And let it speak to the blueprint of the stem cells. It's now part of all of your energy now, as well as all of their energies, all the past yous, all the future yous. The fear is dissolved, and you have the beautiful energy of the white dove, the white dragon, that peace. In every part of every cell, in your DNA, in the stem cells, activated in your body now. And really open your eyes. See how Quantum EFT is a little different?
It's very different.
Yeah.
That was powerful. That was really powerful.
Mm. Mm. And could you see with the smell of the colours and the energy, the smells of it?
There was one smell, and I think it was the
Purple.
the yellow.
The yellow.
I think it was the yellow, where it was just all of a sudden.
That was the fear, dissolving
That was
fear.
the whole. It's like a showering of rain, how showers of rain settle the dust, and it was like that.
Yeah.
Captured the sadness and just let it settle.
Mm. Yeah, the yellow dissolves all fear and confusion, and this was for the trauma. And of course the first one was soul, and then Metatron blends all time. These are the two purples blending all the time, and then the white dragon is specifically for grief. Wow. Pretty good. Tissue, my dear.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
A good example of how we use Quantum EFT.